the end, she got a taste of her own medicine, falling into the trap herself and getting crushed by a corn harvester. The doctor said, "The good news, Peppa, is that you're going to survive this. The bad news, your face is seriously disfigured." At that moment, Peppa wished she could just die. Then George walked over quietly and asked, "Peppa, are you really still alive?" Peppa broke down in painful tears. George had no idea just how much she was hurting inside. Meanwhile, Susie Sheep was on the phone, chatting with strangers, completely unaware that Peppa was plotting her revenge. Susie walked toward her car, but just as she reached it, the car exploded, throwing her into the air. She barely survived. Tired of one failed plan after another, Peppa finally decided to show herself, but she looked terrifying. Susie didn't even recognize her childhood friend. Susie ran inside and slammed the door. An enraged Peppa began pounding on it. Susie muttered, "This face, it looks so familiar." The chase had begun. Susie fled deeper into the house. Peppa kicked open doors and threw knives, but instead of running, Susie found a strange new courage. You monster!" she shouted. Peppa's anger boiled over. She pulled out more weapons, a knife, an axe, an entire arsenal hidden in her clothes. Panicked, Susie darted around the house. Peppa threw knife after knife. In desperation, Susie jumped into a hidden floor compartment in the bathroom. From below, she taunted Peppa for missing her, but Peppa didn't give up. She grabbed a pitchfork and began stabbing down through the floor. Susie dodged every strike, barely escaping once again. Peppa tore open a door. Susie frantically climbed onto the roof, but Peppa was right behind her. Without hesitation, she shoved Susie off the cliff. Susie landed in the bushes below. Luckily, they were soft enough to prevent fatal injuries, though she was badly scratched and bruised. An enraged Peppa leapt from the roof, ready to finish her once and for all. When Susie looked up, she finally recognized her old friend, Peppa. "All this, it's because of the talent show, isn't it?" Peppa froze. Susie began to cry and apologize. "I didn't know it would get this far. I'm so sorry." For the first time in a long while, Peppa felt not anger, but sadness. Susie reached out and helped her up. Slowly, their friendship began to heal from the pain.